Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9.
What up, Fitz?
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow.
Turning it on.
You be safe, Brody.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Thanks.
Coming out with it, it's Lacey. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Offense working from the pistol. The give is to Taylor. Finding open areas. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Flips it out to the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh, come on.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lee. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Wallace. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Yeah. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Under fire.
Let's go.
And he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. This defensive run just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it down the right side. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going with the ground game left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got the first down and more. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going deep. And
Go!
after taking a shot on 2nd down, they're staring at 3rd.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. Breaks into the open.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Here's a heat. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Missouri. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Hardy. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hardy. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. And some room to work. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sends it back in motion. Might be changing the route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack.
That's good.
Missouri, 27, Ole Miss, 14.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Man, the receiver right now is just living rent-free in that cornerback's head. Early in the game, caught a bunch of in-breaking routes. Now he catches the corner route. He can run the entire route tree, and right now, he's just running wild.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield is Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Lee.
This dumb-ass safety.
The end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the catch on the left. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Oh, they're after him. Caught behind the line. It's Hardy. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's caught. It's Terry. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the right. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. They just keep firing. Fires left. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Finally brought down, but what a play.
I had everything else open. I decided to try that.
The field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Oh,
the drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw at Simmons. Rushes on him.
Yeah,
and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lee. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Mano-a-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion.
Give me those!
And he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Trying to run it in. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Simmons. Hit as he throws. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. It's Lee. Turning it on. He finally steps out of bounds. A gigantic run that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. On the option. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Moves around to clear up the vision.
So if you don't see that,
fired in from the red zone for the score. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
that was stupid.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
That was beyond stupid.
They're
Say
getting
less, though.
set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The give to the back. And
Yo, so we just never
blocked by this
this.
giant defensive tackle. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake
block the guy
late
was
in the
supposed
football
to
game
block.
with the lead?
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback keeps.
Yo, where's my...
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Quick completion on the out. Hits the accelerator to the right. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. He tries to fool him with the bootleg. And the defense on him, and he will go down, sacked on the 2-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Cross the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Manning. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Just keeps slinging it. He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there.
Come on, man.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath. Because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this offense tries to run and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
On the run, it's Hardy. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
If he blocked this,
and they decide to trot out the kicker.
Yo, why my ball so? What the fuck?
And it's good. The short field goal for the game. Now close games.
Way to clutch up, fellas.
But this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David.
Ball game.